So as you all know, there's a festival coming around the corner. Yes, it is the anniversary, the 4th anniversary, and guess what? You know, it's a very good update. There's a lot happening in it. There are some mess ups among the greatness, but it is what it is. It's like a Netmarble thing. They always mess something up, right? But I still think they did pretty good. And across the board, a lot of talk has been about Bond. I wanted to give you my quick take where I stand at this, and we'll talk about if you should summon or whatnot. Let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. First, let's direct our attention to Bond. This unit is a very talked about unit right now because there's a lot of problems with him, okay? He released, and from expectations, from what we saw and what we kind of wanted him to be, he fell short. And he didn't fall short by that much. He fell short by a decent amount. So, with that, the problem is, now, to give you a quick breakdown of his kit, he is good, he's teamed up with Sins, that's how it works. So, first off, his team is a little bit limited, gotta go with Sins, and when you do go with Sins, he shines. Now, with that, his cards are weird, because if you use this card and this card, you get a guaranteed kill. That is good, that is great. If you do that, you will get a guaranteed kill. That is outstanding. Turn 1, you can just take out one enemy, and you can turn the tide of the fight. Let's say they go first, and they're using Bond, they will guaranteed take out one of your characters. There is no shot that's not happening, literally. So, I don't know, that's how he works. He's a good character, it's just, maybe he doesn't have the right team right now. Maybe that's what it is. For some reason, some of the damage is a little lackluster. Here and there, he doesn't crit, he doesn't hit this, he doesn't hit that, but I still think the unit is good, and I still think that in the future, maybe we get some help and stuff like that. I haven't really tested him in PvE per se, so I really want to see what happens across there, but people are definitely saying he's garbage, trash, stuff like that. I still think he's far from it. It's just, yeah, he did release to be a little bit more underwhelming than we expected, and I also don't understand why he's so weak, where he takes so much damage, because in all the runs that I got, he just get shredded. It's like he didn't have any damage reduction, even though, like, part of his passive is damage reduction. It's as if he doesn't get it. So when he is getting attacked, he's just getting, like, his health wiped. So I don't know if that's a bug or if he really was designed weird, where he's like a glass cannon, though again, the glass cannon is only turn 1. I don't know. So when you have the debuff card with this card, they do a lot of damage. It's true. When you don't, you fall short. Then again, he does take a little bit of damage, but he's still a light unit. Regardless of anything, he's still a light unit, and with time, as we get more Sins to the game, maybe he gets better, and as time progresses, maybe that Excalibur Arthur is designed for him, as the last one was. Maybe in part 2, we get some Elaine thing, and it's like a characteristic that changes into Sin, because she is like, literally, you know, they're together, they're a whole thing, so maybe she works with him and gets paired up perfectly, where they make an outstanding team. We don't know. Copium could be speaking here, but I still think for what it is, I am going to summon, regardless of anything. You have Light Bond on this banner, you have Lost Meliodas on this banner, so again, people want to LR LV Melly, get some dupes for him, get him leveled up. He is going to be very strong when he drops. He actually has a very good change in his kit, so there is that. There is AMLE, so that's what, 3 decent units, and again, Fez coins galore on this banner, so 3 festival units, correct? Are Meliodases, and there are 4 Meliodases, and 2 of them, one being very good PvE, one being outstanding in PvP. What are you saying to skip? Even if he sucks, even if he wasn't existing on the banner is lucrative, regardless of what you say, okay? So, Purgatory Meliodas, unless you 6-6 them, then I can't help you, but Purgatory Meliodas, Ultimate Escanor, Trader Melly, AM Melly, LV Melly, okay? Again, some of those maybe turn into dupes, whatever. Berserk Esterosa, that's for Demon Team, very good. Elizabeth, for Goddess Team, still okay. Merlin, very good. Unknown Team, some sort of Bond Team also. It fits. Elaine was a free unit, but if you don't have her, very good for Beast and stuff like that, the demons. Then you have Jenna, what, Ceneri? I don't know her name. It's Ceneri, right? But you have her, also kind of free, easier to obtain, but if you don't have her, still pretty good. Ludo, a lot of us have him 6-6, so you got me there. But for new players, that's still pretty good. Collection, at best. Over here, she used to be so good. Remember back in the day? Damn it. Still 6-6, most of us have them, so I won't really say. That's for free. Getting this 6-6 is great. I don't care what anybody says. He gets bashed everywhere, but I've been dying to 6-6 him, yet I still haven't. So there's that. I have 6-6. I've got him so many times. I almost have a 12-6 of him. We've gotten him a lot, so it's not really worth it, but I mean, getting him up there is good. It's not really used as much. It's more like a PvE cheese team, if anything. She's really good. Still part of Toxic team that's still there. Most of us have 6-6, so I won't say much there. Collection. 6-6 is great. Do it. Have fun. pretty solid, pretty good collection. So altogether, it's not a terrible banner, and for the reason of existing so many festival units, and 2 of them being like the best ones in the game currently, and then 1 being missed by a lot of players, and 1 being for Demon Team, Goddess Team, still, it's a very solid banner, and for that reason, of them giving you 900 gems, and there's potentially nothing to pull for a while, other than a Demonic Beast unit, I personally think you should go for it, regardless of Bond being bad. As you say, I think that he gets better over time, but maybe something happens. Maybe something happens with him where he gets a little bit of a buff. That's all he needs. He needs a little bit of a change there, just a little damage falling off. But again, I want to do more testing. We're still pretty early, so with it, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, the banner itself is the most lucrative thing, and you're getting enough gems to pull for him. So there's no point in not pulling for him. Just get the unit, have fun, move about your day, okay? This update, if you watch my gem guide, I recommend to watch it, get all that information in your head. There's a lot of gems. It's almost enough for a half rotation. So at the end of the day, it's good. So that's just what my take is. And again, the unit is still going to be, I think, future-proof. Though again, we've said a lot of that. Look at Mael. We got 2 goddess units. Both did not support for the life of him, or for them, right? So that happened. Again, if you look at it, Escanor still hasn't really got into a team. He just exists to exist, yeah? We were expecting, like, Rudeus to get a buff from him. I don't know. Overall, you know, I still think they should rework this and, like, maybe give us a little buff to him. They don't even have to compensate us. Just change a little bit of his kit here. We wanted someone to, like, crush demons and fix that entire meta of it. I think that we fell short. But, again, I don't want to, like, discredit Bun. It's not that we really, you know, want to bash him that much. It's just maybe we haven't found a team for him. Maybe we haven't gotten to that point where all that research kicked in, and maybe he's like broken in PvE, right? Maybe that's the case. Maybe there's a sin that we haven't tested yet, or maybe when sins get more relics, right? Let's say when Ultimate Escanor that's too close. When Goddess Elizabeth gets her relic, maybe she's broken and somehow turns into a sin, and that's a characteristic. Who knows, right? Maybe when Diane got her relic, didn't really help. Chad King already has his relic. Infinity Merlin, Festival Gother already has one. Infinity, the new Merlin, that's it, right? So there's potential, but as I'm listing out units, it gets more and more unlikely that we get a buff for him. Again, LV Melly is really good, so maybe they team up when we see that LR drop out. It might be very good for a while. We don't really know, but for now, it looks like he is a little restricted, and he needs a sin. That's where part of his passive kicks in. If you hook him up with with Roxy, sounded so off, but if you use Roxy on the team, that actually kind of helps. Rudeus, maybe we can check out how that works. But I do think that for a festival unit, he is not like, oh my god, I got Escanor. I got the big boy Escanor type, you know, unit where it just shreds everything. One like finger dead, right? Or Purg Melly, attack me 3 times, you're dead permanently. It's not that, but for what it is, I still think it's worth the banner. That's just what I think. All right. First turn, he does good. After that, he falls off. Just. Yeah, my opinion. So at the end of the day, it could be copium that maybe he gets better, but the banner itself is still very strong, and it's very good for collection. So yeah, my opinion. Let me know what you think. You might want to skip it, which is perfectly fine. I won't stop you. It might be the right choice too. Who knows?